Joining us right here in the 12 o'clock hour, straight out of midday, we have a couple of special guests in the newsroom with us. Please welcome the Tin Man and the director of Wizard of Oz. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Sure, I'm Steve Jones, directing The Wizard of Oz at Tyler Civic Theatre Center. This is Alan.
Yeah, I am playing the iconic Tin Man in Wizard of Oz, so super excited about that as well.
Absolutely. I'm super excited. Obviously, Wizard of Oz is a classic. So when you came on to direct, did you get to choose Wizard of Oz, or was it given to you?
It was actually, I kind of fought for it. I'm on the board out at Tyler Civic Theatre, and it was something that I really wanted to make sure that we could get on our schedule. It's a great family show. It's a kids show. When we do musicals during the summer, they're big fundraisers for the theater, and things like this usually sell out, and everybody loves to come and see it. So yeah.
So that's obviously the reason why you fought for it, right?
Right.
It's a timeless classic. Now tell us, is it going to stick to the classics, the tried and true themes? Is there anything new you're trying with it?
We're not trying to elevate it. It's pretty much, it is what it is, and I think everybody wants to see that traditional. There are certain things that we're going to change because we are a theater in the round. It's not a proscenium stage, so you'll see certain things, but all of the timeless classic songs and numbers are in there, and the characters are all played exactly like the movie.
You won't be disappointed if you're
Correct.
coming for The Wizard of Oz.
Correct.
When you can't wait to sing along and know exactly what's about to happen,
Absolutely.
you're not going to be in for a disappointment. Fantastic. Well, tell us, Tin Man, did you audition for the Tin Man? Did you come in knowing this is the role you wanted?
So going into it, I wanted one of the three: Tin Man, Lion, Scarecrow. I really didn't care as long as I could be a part of the show. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. I have an 8-year-old daughter, so this is big for me because I want her to be able to see it. And so yeah, I landed on Tin Man, and we've got a great cast. It's going to be funny. It's going to be hilarious. People are going to laugh. Personally, for me, I'm big on sets.
Yep.
And this set is something that I haven't experienced, and most people haven't at Tyler Civic Theatre. I won't give too much away, but it's going to be a crazy set, and it's something that people need to come out and come see.
Okay, fantastic. So it sounds like with a crazy set, quote unquote, you might have had your hands a little full with blocking it. Is it a little different, a little harder, especially in the round?
No, absolutely. So we are a theater in the round, but we're setting up these musicals. Usually, we turn it into kind of like a push thrust.
Okay.
So it turns into a 3/4.
Okay.
With a set kind of like upstage there, and there is, because we have entrances that are stairs that are coming in. There are a lot of different things that you have to take into consideration. So we're trying to give you a time of going in through the yellow brick road, but we've got to make sure that where does everybody enter and how do you exit to get back on where you need to be so it makes sense. We've had a time doing it, but it's been fun.
Had to get a little creative with it. I love that. Okay, so each of you, is there a specific scene or song that stands out as your favorite?
For me, it's that Somewhere Over the Rainbow. We are lucky. The Dorothy that's going to come has just graduated from the University of Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
She's been a kid that went through Tyler Civic Theatre. She's done several productions there. Unbelievable voice. Seriously, really, really great voice. So hearing her sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, it sends me every time I hear it. So.
That's incredible. All right, Tin Man, what about you?
Well, for me, obviously, my song is If I Only Had a Heart. So I'm super excited about that because not only is this my first musical, this is, for me, my first time just kind of putting one of the biggest fears that you have, checking it off my list, which is singing in front of people. So for me, this is an experience, and If I Only Had a Heart is going to be my song that I'll cherish forever. So.
Absolutely fantastic. Well, tell us a little bit more about Dorothy. Obviously, it's a coming home for her. She's reprising, coming back to Tyler Civic Theatre. Tell us about the casting process. Did you have her in mind?
So we had her in mind. It was happening. What we got into was we realized she's graduating this year, so we had to sort of deal with her schedule there. So we've hired a extremely talented kid from Brook Hill, Paige Kummerfeld, who is the understudy for Dorothy.
Okay.
So she's been filling in, when Dorothy actually gets here tonight, so she's been filling in so that we can block and get things done. She'll be performing at our Friends and Family performance on June the 6th, and then she'll be doing a performance on June the 13th. That's Thursday. That will be her performance.
Oh, that's incredible. So all her hard work still
Yes.
is going to get to be seen and it's going to
Absolutely.
pay off. Tell us a little bit about, so you said your 8-year-old is super excited to
Yep.
see this. Now, I have 2 kids, both boys. They're both toddlers, and I know that they are your biggest fan and also your biggest critic. They're
Yeah.
going to be so honest. Did you practice your songs with her?
Well, I have given her a little demo
Okay.
and sneak peek of it, and her remark was, Dad, why are you being so silly? And so it wasn't like, oh man, that sounds great, and I can't wait to see it. It was like, well, I don't understand what you're doing. And so I know she's gonna be excited about it.
Right.
She's talking about it. She's always calling me every day, asking, if I'm at rehearsals, how's it going? So I know she's looking forward to it. I'm looking forward for her to see it. So yeah, looking forward. It's gonna be very kid friendly.
And he
that's so
is
exciting.
killing it. He is killing it as the Tin Man.
For your
The song is
first
great.
musical performance, so tell us, is there more in the future? Is this a one and done?
I don't know. So I saw on our schedule, obviously we're doing Wizard of Oz, and not to plug another show, but Grease at Tyler Civic
Oh,
Theatre.
yeah,
as well.
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We spoke to Stephen Rainwater about it yesterday.
So Grease is coming up next,
Yeah.
and so I saw both shows on the schedule, and it was one of the two. But then my daughter was the tipping over the edge. I was like, well, I'll do this for her if
Yep.
I get cast.
Yeah.
And so that's what we did. I just wanted her to see something like that and me be a part of it. So.
Yeah, it's probably a little more family friendly to sing If I Only Had a Heart and not go Grease Lightning.
Sure.
I understand that.
For sure.
I could understand that.
Yeah.
Man, it's so much fun. Okay, so what are you guys most looking forward to? If someone's on, the fence, if they're going to come to the show or not, what would you tell them is the reason that they should come?
You've got to make it, especially if you've got kids. I really kind of see this. Grandmothers love to do things with grandkids. The matinees that we've got scheduled, a great time to do a family, outing. It's also sort of like a great way during the summer if you've got a birthday party or something else. A great way to celebrate with coming to see the show. It's so much fun to see live theater. And most kids are always enthralled. I love seeing a show through kids' eyes, and that's what I'm excited about.
For me, is, again, I said it before, but the set for me is something that I find truly unique, especially being theater in the round. When you have a big musical production like this, you need to also make sure you have a set that's as equal to the show. And this set for me is unique, and I find it something that I've never seen before. So again, come out and see it for yourself. But for me, this is what I enjoy about the show, is the iconic Yellow Brick Road, followed with the set that we have.
Fantastic. What's not to love there? A classic, but also you can get into the nitty-gritty details of everything that's happening stylistically and the little, artistic movements that you have to get around. So something for everyone. You should see it. Speaking of, where and when can they see it?
So it's starting June the 7th. Tickets can go on to tylercivictheatre.com. You can call the theater itself to get tickets. It's 3 weekends, starting June the 7th, then the next 2 weekends following. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday matinees.
Fantastic. All right, you heard the man. June 7th through the 9th, June 13th through the 16th, June 20th through the 23rd. Wizard of Oz happening at Tyler Civic Theatre. Guys, thanks so much for joining us here on East